But somebody just called, my daughter just called and said, do you know that you're off now, right? I'm like, I didn't know that I was off. So we probably had a cellular glitch as we were moving. So we're back on. Sorry about that glitch. I don't know what happened. In fact, I had no indication that we were no longer on. So thank you, Ashley, for calling in and letting me know that we were not actively on. Okay, we're on again now. All right, where did I leave off? I was talking about being able to do this kind of work here remotely, on the fly, on the cheap, which is why I said I was in a part of the program where I was saying I would love for our folks to support the program by going to politicsdoneright.com/support, politicsdoneright.com/support. As you can see, we try to give you the program in all possible respects. Likewise, please subscribe to our newsletter, politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. It's a free newsletter, and you have the option to become a paid subscriber, of which I'm saying please consider doing that so that we can continue to put this out. Why am I transmitting from a car today? Well, we are heading to a press conference where it's going to be democracy in action. At this press conference, we are in the process of getting enough support to admonish a Democratic DA that was a former Republican that is now seeming to attempt the prosecution of mostly Democrats. We believe, my personal opinion and the opinion of many folks like myself, believing that they're trying to use that to gain a small percentage of Democratic vote and all the Republican vote in the election. That is the only explanation we can give for the deception that we find. Anyhow, so yeah, support the program however you can. Anyway, we will be broadcasting back in the studio tomorrow. We have some great programs lined up for this week. Tomorrow is, or rather on Friday, we're going to have the president of the Humble Area Democrats. He will be on air in the morning, and we'll probably rebroadcast a piece of his interview in the afternoon on the 3 o'clock program. So stay tuned. We have a lot to talk about. This is not only about Houston democracy. This is not only about Texas democracy. This is also about national democracy, what we're working on. Because what starts in Harris County, I want you guys to look up Harris County, Texas. We are the bellwether county in the country. We are the bellwether county, or I should say the bellwether large county in the country, because we're sufficiently balanced based on how the American people think. I just wished all of the times our vote reflected that. But, you know, again, Texas is a very difficult state. It's a very difficult state. It is a very difficult state. Anyhow, folks, I don't know how long we were off, how long the break lasted. So for those of you who tuned back in, I want to ask you a favor. Those of you who tuned in after it broke, tell me how long I was gone. I got to get out of the way. Oh man, this guy's really coming out. Wow. That there is a speeding sheriff car. I mean, he just kind of grazed me, and he's grazing other people as well. The freeway is full. I move over as much as I could to the right. That is very irresponsible driving by a sheriff officer. Very irresponsible. Very irresponsible. Okay. All right, folks. I'm coming close to the area that I will be. Is it the city? No, I'm not there yet. Thought it was close to the area that I was exiting, but we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet. But anyway, we're not quite there yet. The reason I stayed quiet for a minute is I wanted to see what the officer was doing out there. He's really driving in a very unsafe manner. Very unsafe manner. All right. Anyhow, folks, so we covered those two subjects, and the last subject is Plan 2025. Yeah, there is a Plan 2025. It's not called Plan 2025. I can't remember the name of it, and of course I can't look at the internet right now. I can't look at my screen right now. But there is in effect a plan if Donald Trump comes into power. And because they foresee that if somehow it seems like he's going to be in power, that there may be some dissension, a part of their plan in this scheme is to declare martial law. Invoke the Insurrection Act or something. I don't remember if it's called the Insurrection Act. I think it's called the Insurrection Act, to use it to use the military as the police. Yeah. These plans are all being laid out right now, and you know, it's actually being laid out. I can't remember the name of the foundation that's doing it right now, but these things are being laid out assuming that these people win. So what are our marching orders? What exactly are our marching orders? Do we have options? The truth of the matter is, yes. But we have to not only realize that we have options, we have to evoke, or I should say invoke, not evoke, invoke our actions. And we talk about voting a lot, which is important. But it's not enough to just for you to go out there and vote. There are not enough people out there that make the voter base at any given election to really get the overwhelming victories that we need in 2024. What we all have to do is multiply ourselves, activate ourselves, multiply ourselves, activate ourselves, multiply ourselves, activate ourselves. And what does that look like? That looks like going into the grocery store. You hear somebody saying something that makes no sense. You go ahead and engage. My daughter would call that, don't get into somebody else's business. Well, we are at the time in this country where you better get into other people's businesses. When I say businesses, I'm not talking about your bedroom or who they like or that kind of stuff. I'm talking about the political business. We have to get there. Because a lot of Americans are just real busy and they don't really have the time to engage. So where do we start? We start from our spheres of influence. Every human being, every single human being has what we call their spheres of influence. Those are the people who are their friends. Those are the people who believe in the words that they say, they talk about. And you know, we have overlapping spheres of influence, yes. But again, the important part is this. You have to first start and engage your sphere of influence. And when you engage and you have to the people that that trust you, some of that will rub off to their adjacent spheres of influences, right? And as you make more sense to them, you open that channel for what's going on. Because again, like I said, if you eliminate parties from everything, if you eliminate that you are a progressive or you are a conservative or you are a Democrat or you're a Republican, if you just ask questions about what people want, the amazing thing is that most people want the same things. Most people want the same thing. And if we just remember that, we can talk to anybody. By the way, that's why I wrote the book, How to Talk to Your Right-Wing Relatives, Friends, and Neighbors. I mean, yes, it's true about how do you talk to your right-wing relative, friends, and neighbors. That's true. You know, how you talk to people on the right wing. But that's not really what the book is completely about. It's just how to talk to people who differ from you, right? How to talk to people who differ from you. When I say differ from you, I'm talking about differ ideologically from you. And the truth of the matter is you can. And the truth of the matter is many times these people would like to hear from you. And the truth of the matter is, given this traffic, I am probably 8 miles away from where the press conference is going to be. And given this traffic, I am definitely going to be late for the press conference. Of course, we'll have a lot of good people broadcasting. Well, I hope we get some good coverage that I can kind of pick off of somebody. We'll see. We'll see. But I hope it's not an accident. I hope it's not an accident. But anyway, folks, look, the marching orders is engagement. Marching orders is engagement. I talk a lot about that on my KPFT show too. When the great thing I like about the KPFT show is that I get the engagement of people live, right? They call in. I'm trying to do that with the Politics Done Right show when I'm in the studio to get more calls in, more people that people can hear other people's humans' voice as opposed to just chat, because I think that makes a difference. So that is the goal, folks. That is the goal. Traffic, but it's here. I'm in a parking lot. I am in the traffic is not moving. Come on, traffic. We need to get there. We need to get there. Help us out. We need to get there. Let's see what happens here, if it'll happen or not. It's happening. It's happening. Okay. By the way, how's everybody else doing? How is everybody else doing? Put it in the chat. It's at 3:51. I'm asking at 3:51 Central. That is. I'm asking how's everybody doing. So at 3:51, I'm going to look in the chat and see what the answers were for the 3:51 question. What were the answers for the 3:51 question? How are my peeps doing? How are my peeps doing? I hope you're doing better than the traffic here that we're having here in Houston. But anyway, folks, I think I'm done with the three topics that I wanted to cover today. One of course was already included by or adopted or brought into the fold by El Señor Rodnan. So, you know, hey, that's the name of the game, right? Come on, traffic, get better. We want to get better. We need to get to that press conference, traffic. We're going to get there, folks. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have before I shut the program down for the day. I am thinking. Anyhow, I'm thinking. Greetings. I'm at a parking lot, so I can actually look at the screen for one quick second. Greetings, Jackson 64. Welcome to Politics Done Right. Welcome to Politics Done Right. Thank you for being here. I am in traffic on our way to a press conference, but I see Gessner, the place that I need to be, on that side of the freeway, but I can't get to that side of the freeway sometimes. Okay, folks, I'm going to be checking out a little bit, but before I check out, I have to do my ask one last time. Please support the program. We are at a parking lot right now. Please support the program. Go to politicsdoneright.com/support. To politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. Please subscribe to our newsletter. It's a free newsletter, but those of you who subscribe, I ask you to become a paid subscriber of our Substack newsletter, that newsletter, Egberto Off the Record. Because if you subscribe to our newsletter, you get access to all the books that I've written, 5 books so far. 2 of them are already on Substack. I'm in the process of moving the others over as well. So you get access to all the books free of charge for being, well, it's not free, right? You're a subscriber to Substack newsletter. So go to politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. Become a paid subscriber. We need them to keep doing the work that we do. Today we're on the road, but generally we are in the studio where we play videos as we're giving the show, etc., etc., etc. So please, be a part of the team. Be a part of the team. politicsdoneright.com/support and politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. I think I'm going to shut her down about 5 minutes early today. My name is Egberto Willies. This is Politics Done Right. You guys know how I end this baby. I am what? Out!